Golf drives me crazy. And I'm Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. They say golf is like life, but I can assure you it's much more difficult than that. The first thing you have to consider is the game of golf. First, you take a stick and you hit a ball that's about this big. You hit it down the fairway and you try to put it into a hole that's about this big. Now, we're not talking 20 or 30 yards, we're talking 200, 300, 500 yards. You hit this ball all the way down the fairway until you get it onto the green, and then you try to put it into a hole this big, and after you've done that, you try to do it 17 more times. Now, we have our own little culture too. We wear funny clothes. We have purple hats, and we'll have polka dotted shirts and striped pants and purple shoes, and you can wear all that together on a golf course and no one will give you a second look. We have our own language. Birdies, bogeys, eagles, double eagles, and albatrosses. Sometimes it sounds like you're at the Ducks Unlimited contest. But, and then we have superstitions. We have one golfer who only wears his lucky underwear every time he plays golf. We call him Stinky. and then we have the perfect game. Now, my buddy Frank is the best golfer I know. He's done everything. He's done a hole-in-one, he's done albatross, he's done eagles, double eagles. He's parred holes, he's shot under par. He's done everything except for the perfect game. Now, what's the perfect game? The perfect game is basically on a par 3. You're on in 1 and you putt for 2. On a par 4, you are on in 2 and you putt for 2. And on a par 5, you're on in 3 and you putt for 2. You do that exactly the way the scorecard is, and that's called a perfect game. Almost impossible to do. Well, last year, my buddy Frank, we were on the 18th hole at Larders, and he had 17 holes behind him, all perfect. So we're on the 18th hole, and he's shooting the perfect game. And he's got a new set of Titleist golf clubs, very expensive golf clubs. How do you get a set of expensive Titleist golf clubs? I have to go a sidebar here. The first thing is you have to convince your wife that you're suffering from male menopause. It's a thing. Once you've done that, you then state to get out of male menopause, you either need a sports car, a set of new golf clubs, or maybe you'll pierce your ears and wear a man bun and get a big snake tattoo down the arm. Suddenly a set of golf clubs doesn't sound so bad. So we're on the 18th hole, and Frank gets his ball, and he gets that mighty Titleist driver out, and he hits that ball as hard as he can with a mighty swing. It goes down, but he hit it just a little off. So what happens is the ball starts shooting to the left, and it comes around and curves into this big, what we call a banana shot. But it landed in the middle of the fairway. Unfortunately, there's a gaggle of geese in the middle of the fairway, and it hits one of them right on the head. All the geese separate, but this one goose is lying there in the middle of the fairway, spread eagle, and we're going, oh boy. So we go up the fairway, we rush to this goose, and he's sitting there, and I said, you know, these are like migratory birds. There's laws and all that. He said, well, it's still alive. One eye's pointing this way and the other eye's pointing that way. And the ball's sitting on the middle of his chest. So he says, give me the German. Now, what's the German? A German is a 9-iron. I said, you're going to hit it up. He says, I'm sure I can just take that right off there. He won't even feel it. And I still, just as he's about to do that, the goose jumps up, shakes off, and the ball rolls away, and it's like, okay, now he's got a good lie. So he now takes a 5-iron because he thinks he can get it right close to the green now. So he takes a mighty swing with his 5-iron. He just caught it just a little off, and he was a duck hook. What's a duck hook? It's where the ball goes straight and then all of a sudden yanks really quick to the left. Now he finds himself in the middle of a bunch of trees. And it's like, now the smart move would have been to chip the ball out into the fairway and then approach the green from that way. But between these trees, there's an 18-inch gap between him and the green. So he decides he's going to put the ball right in that gap. He takes his club, he takes a mighty swing, he hits it, and my God, it's an OJ. I can't believe he got an OJ. What's an OJ? It stands for O.J. Simpson. And it means you did something you shouldn't have, but you got away with it. Right between the trees, he manages to hit the apron of the green, but the ball now rolls into the bunker. So now he's in the bunker. He's pretty mortified by that. He takes his sand wedge and he takes a swing and he ends up pulling off an Adolf Hitler. What's an Adolf Hitler? An Adolf Hitler has 2 shots in the bunker. The ball comes out of the bunker, it rolls past the hole, down the green, and ends up about 10 feet below the hole. But it's a straight shot into the hole. He looks at it, he gets his putter, he gets behind it, and he hits that ball straight, and the ball heads right towards the hole, but unfortunately, it's a rock Hudson. What's a rock Hudson? Glad you asked. It's something that looks straight, but it ain't. Just as it gets to the cup, it turns to the right and just misses the hole. Now he's about 2 feet away. So he walks over like most people. He just sits there and he taps the ball. It hits the lip and lips out. Oh. He walks over to the other side, taps it, hits the lip again, and lips out again. And he pulled off an Ernie Els. Now, an golfers know. Ernie Els is a famous golfer, and on the 18th hole at the Masters, he was 2 feet away from the pin, and he walked up and tapped it, kept missing. Took him 6 shots to put that 2-foot putt in the hole. So now he's absolutely devastated. In the parking lot, he grabs his bag of golf clubs and he drags it through across to his car like he's dragging a dead body through the zombie apocalypse. And he gets to his car, he opens the door, he throws the clubs in the back seat of the car. He starts the car up, he opens the trunk, he gets into the trunk and closes the trunk. I'm immediately thinking it's hot, dark, carbon monoxide, and being the golfer I am, I'm thinking, I wonder if his wife will sell his clubs at the estate sale. Suddenly my phone rings. I pick it up. I said, Frank, it's the clubhouse. There's an opening tomorrow morning. He goes, what time? I said, 7 o'clock in the morning. He goes, pops open the trunk. I'm in. And I'm Toastmaster.